Hello everybody, it's Griffin again, here from Rishi Outpost. So, a year ago, we tried to tackle the most important question in all of Star Wars fandom: what if Coleman Trebor had killed Count Dooku at the Battle of Geonosis? And it stirred up a lot of controversy. People have very strong feelings about this question. Our feelings here are so strong about it, in fact, that we felt this extremely important question deserves a second video dedicated to it. So without further ado, here is What If Coleman Trebor Killed Count Dooku, Part 2. Jedi Master Coleman Trebor stood on the bridge of the Venator-class Republic cruiser and reflected on the events that had brought him to where he was now. 3 long, hard years of galaxy-wide war between the Republic and the Separatists. Well, the years hadn't felt so long or hard for Trebor. He'd taken quite well to the war. Fighting gave him the outlet he'd needed for his aggressive feelings, and it had given him power that he'd long deserved. Trebor reflected on this as the comlink on the bridge of his ship started to blink, indicating an incoming transmission. The deck officer called to him that the transmission was from Supreme Chancellor Palpatine himself. Trebor told the officer he would take it in his private chamber. Once Trebor arrived, a holographic representation of Chancellor Palpatine appeared before him. "Master Trebor, it is good to see you again. I trust your operations in this sector are running smoothly," Palpatine said smoothly. "Yes, Your Excellency," Trebor replied shortly, eager to dispense with the pleasantries. Palpatine smiled and got to his point. "That is good. I have some news I think you will be eager to hear. Clone intelligence has discovered the location of General Grievous, along with the Separatist Council. They are hiding in the Utapau system." "That is good news indeed. My fleet is not far from the Utapau system. We can reach them within 1 rotation," Trebor responded eagerly. "I thought that was the case when my advisors informed me of the situation in their briefing. I wanted you to be the first I informed of this intel. Your incredible contributions to the war effort have shown me you truly deserve to be the one to finish this war once and for all," the Chancellor said solemnly. "Thank you, Your Excellency. I will not let you down," Trebor responded. The conversation was over. Now Master Coleman Trebor knew it was time to finish General Grievous and end the Clone War. He would be a hero across the galaxy. He relished the thought before preparing for battle. On the surface of Utapau, General Grievous lectured the Separatist Council about what their next move would be. They were on the 10th level of one of the cities on Utapau. It was outside, but they were under other levels, creating a feeling that they were inside and outside at the same time. Thousands of battle droids swarmed the area. One moment, everything was relatively calm, and the next moment, explosions broke out everywhere. Grievous looked to the end of the city, where it opened up into the sinkhole in the open sky. Dozens of Republic gunships swarmed the sky, blasting droids and unloading hundreds of clone troopers into the city. The droids clashed with the clones, and the battle looked even. Then, Grievous saw a man-sized blur of green. Not a human, the cyborg general realized, but a Verk, wielding a green lightsaber. Jedi Master Coleman Trebor, the one who had killed Count Dooku during the Battle of Geonosis. Grievous had been waiting 3 years for this confrontation. He could already feel the metal hilt of Trebor's lightsaber in his hand. It would indeed be the finest addition to his collection. Coleman Trebor vaulted out of the gunship that had carried him down to the planet's surface. He landed in the middle of a group of a dozen or so droids. He used the Force to make a repulse effect, which reduced the droids to spare parts in less than a second. Other droids began to fire on him. There were many, but fending them off was nowhere as difficult as it had been on Geonosis, and Trebor hadn't let a single bolt past him there. Trebor advanced toward General Grievous and the Separatist Council. He ordered his clone commander to press the attack and cut off the grubby Separatist leader's escape. As Trebor came near the general, cutting down droid after droid, he saw Grievous's Magna Guards with their fierce-looking electrostaffs. Grievous ordered the 4 of them to take Trebor, but before they could even get within striking distance, Trebor used the Force to crush them all to pieces. He then used the Force to lift their electrostaffs into the air and hurl them like spears at General Grievous. Grievous dodged 2 of them, caught the 3rd, but the 4th impaled him in the leg, sending him to the ground. Trebor advanced on him like lightning, bringing his lightsaber to bear in search of the killing blow, but Grievous was fast enough to raise his defenses in time. The Verk Jedi then went into a series of furious offensive strikes. Grievous was able to parry them, but Trebor knew he had him on the ropes. He went for a powerful overhead strike. Grievous blocked with both sabers. Then the general's 2 arms became 4, and he tried to bring 2 more lightsabers into the fray to bore into Trebor's chest. But the Jedi Master had anticipated the move, and had used the Force to summon the other lightsabers from Grievous' hip. Taking one in his hand, he ignited it and sliced the lower half of the general from the top. With his legs gone, the general tried to escape by crawling on all 4s, but it was no use. The Jedi Master used the Force to lift his cyborg body into the air and smash it against the wall, crippling the general further. Then he used the Force to crush Grievous's internal organs. One by one, the small parts of Grievous that were still alive began to fade out until fire erupted from the cyborg's eyes, and he made a shriek unlike anything Coleman Trebor had ever heard before, and then he was silent. silent. So uncivilized, Trebor said, as he looked at the general's corpse. Coleman Trebor assisted the clones in the battle against the droids, and it lasted for several hours. But by the time it was all said and done, the droids were all destroyed, and the leaders of the corporations, the true backers of the Separatists, were rounded up and brought to a central location. "What should we do with them, General?" Trebor's clone commander asked him. "They are traitors to the Republic," he declared. "Execute them all." The leaders showed great fear for a moment, but the clones did as they were told, and shot the Separatist council on sight. Most of Trebor's troops had taken on his bloodlust and took pleasure in executing the traitors to the Republic. Master Trebor's next move was to contact Chancellor Palpatine and inform him of his great victory. "This is excellent news, Master Trebor. It seems I was correct in my judgment that you are the best person for this assignment. The execution of the Separatist leaders as an act of war was particularly well done. The good citizens of the Republic should thank you for saving them time and credits by avoiding the arduous legal battles that would have come from any surviving members." Trebor was pleased that the Chancellor had approved of his actions. He owed Palpatine much, as his military career had blossomed under his encouragement. "I do need something from you, however, Master Jedi," Palpatine said. "Of course, Chancellor. Anything," Trebor responded. "As you are aware, the Senate, along with many on the Jedi Council, have agreed that when General Grievous was destroyed, I would leave office. But I think you and I both know that would not benefit the galaxy at this time. I need your support at once. There is a rumor going around that Master Windu intends to put me under arrest shortly. I need your help, Master Trebor. Return to Coruscant at once, and together let us show the Republic the strength it needs to survive in this time of great instability." "Your Excellency," Master Trebor replied, "you have supported me in every way possible since the start of the war, and together we have achieved much. I will stand at your side, and together we will bring peace to the Republic." Trebor rushed back to Coruscant in his personal starfighter. There was no time to wait for his clone troops to pack up and leave. When he emerged from hyperspace in the system of Coruscant, he could immediately sense something was wrong. He hightailed it to the Senate building rather than the Jedi Temple like usual. He made straight for Chancellor Palpatine's office. When he arrived, he was shocked beyond comprehension. Jedi Masters Kolar, Fisto, and Tin lay dead in the doorway. And by the window, Jedi Master Mace Windu and Jedi Knight Anakin Skywalker had cornered the Chancellor and had their lightsabers drawn. "Master Trebor," Palpatine yelled, "help me! They said they're going to kill me!" "What is the meaning of this?" Trebor yelled. Master Windu replied, "He's too dangerous to be left alive." Then Skywalker raised his blade to strike Palpatine down. Without thinking, Trebor ignited his own and stabbed Anakin in the chest. He collapsed to the ground, dying, a shocked expression on his face. Windu turned to Trebor. "What have you done?" But at that moment, Palpatine lunged toward Windu, and to Trebor's surprise, lightning came cascading out of his fingers and shot Windu out through the window, falling miles down to his certain death. At that moment, Trebor realized the truth that he'd partially expected all along. Sheev Palpatine was a Sith Lord, and now so was Coleman Trebor.